Okay, we are rolling. Let me just move this up a little more. Okay, so this is going to be my third attempt to get this video up. It's a very long story. The best way I can say it, I was using a different video recording program on this computer, and things got confusing. I somehow managed to find this by some miracle, so I'll just have to find a way to put this on speed dial, or the equivalent of, and then I can try to record my videos in the interim until my computer gets fixed. It's a long story, and I got a lot to get to in this video. So the first thing I want to say is that this video will contain a lot of spoilers for Avengers Endgame. So if you've seen the movie, by all means, make yourself at home. But if you haven't seen the movie yet, I would say leave right now, watch the movie, and if you remember who the hell I even am, yeah, can't forget the face. Anyway, you can watch my review after you've seen the movie. And a part of me really wants to go through this quick, but then I also want to make sure I do a video that actually makes its purpose useful. So this movie is probably one of the most highly anticipated films in recent memory. Probably at least the most anticipated movie of this year. I mean, I know Detective Pikachu and Frozen 2 are probably not that far behind, but... So this movie is the follow-up to Avengers Infinity War. And this movie is basically the Avengers trying to stop Thanos and reverse the damage that he caused in Infinity War in any way they can. And the one thing I really like about this movie is that, without giving too much away, they do kill Thanos within the first 10 minutes. But they find out that that was a fruitless cause because he verbally admits to them, hey, I destroyed the stones, you can't recover them, I'm going to die in a heap sooner or later. And then Thor's like, you bastard! So, yeah, from there the Avengers feel like they're checkmate. They feel like they can't really do anything to resolve the issue. So, a lot of them cope with their pain. And this is one of the main pluses of the movie, is that the way these people deal with grief, sorrow, and bitter defeat, it's actually, they don't sugarcoat it, and they don't overplay it. They do it just the right amount where you can feel sorry for these characters. You can feel the hopelessness, but I think everyone in the theater knows things are going to turn out well and it's going to work out okay. But the question is how, and the movie does a good job at building up to the how. And I don't really think you get the main action to save the day until, I don't know, about maybe a sixth of the way through this 3-hour movie. Anyways, but yeah, it is very relatable. Iron Man is pretty much trying to live out in the sticks to avoid any media pressure. Thor has pretty much ate his way out of godhood shape and drank his way as well. Captain America is, I can't tell if he was in a small group for depression or Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, he's in group therapy. That's the most I can say. And when the Avengers do finally find a way to start using time travel to fix the altered timeline, this is really where the comic book aspect of this movie shines, because it takes this crazy, fantastical sci-fi action adventure idea, and it makes it believable enough that you're not questioning anything. You're just going along for the ride. And that's really what all a movie is supposed to do, is get you to submit to whatever story or illusion it's trying to get across. And also, there's a lot of great fight scenes. The climactic battle is worth all 11 years of build-up since Iron Man came out, the first one. And main characters die, the villain gets defeated, and the way the movie ends, with Iron Man getting a funeral because he sacrificed himself to save the world, and with Cap staying back in the 40s to live the life he always wanted. Those were actually really nice bookends for the characters because it completed their arc. Iron Man proved that he can be a selfless hero when he needs to be, and Captain America managed to live the life he had always wanted and always hoped he would get. And yeah, that's really all there is to the movie. And all the actors do a great job at playing their roles or doing whatever stage their characters are at. It's actually a lot of fun to watch, and it's definitely. I don't know if there will ever be another movie like this. I mean, the MCU is still planning to continue, and I think they're just going to keep making these Marvel movies until the wheels fall off. And I'm not sure when that's going to be. And I think it was really clever how they made a tribute to everyone who had a major, minor, or somewhat significant role in these movies. It was actually a really smart thinking because it paid tribute to everyone that had, like when this movie was over, it was kind of like being at an end of the year banquet for your football team. Everyone gets recognized. Everyone gets rewarded for whatever contributions they made to the team, big, small, medium, whatever. And it was actually a very touching way to see this end. So I'm not sure what they intend to do for the rest of the cinematic universe, but this movie is just as groundbreaking as the other Avengers movies, and it's gonna be really tough for these guys to try and recapture that. But if there's anything that these guys have taught us, if there's anything that comic book creators like Stan Lee have taught us, you can always believe in the impossible, and the impossible will become plausible and realized. Enough said.